Brittney Griner has called for attention to turn to other Americans being wrongly detained around the world. On the one-year anniversary of her release from a Russian prison, Griner, a two-time Olympic gold medalist in basketball, was found with a vape cartridge containing less than a gram of hashish while entering Russia to play for UMMC Ekaterinburg during the WNBA offseason, which she had done every year since 2014 at that point, after being sentenced to 9 years in prison on drug smuggling charges. Despite being designated as wrongfully detained by the United States government, the Phoenix Mercury star also lost an appeal for a lesser sentence and was eventually transferred to Russian penal colony 270 miles southeast of Moscow. That was until she was released in a prisoner exchange for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout on December 8, 2022. And 1 year on from that emotional day, Griner has issued a statement ahead of the Christmas period. "Hello, everyone," she wrote on Instagram. "This time of year is about spending time with loved ones. 1 year ago today, because of President Biden, his team and the support of many of you, our family was one of the 58 families made whole by this administration. Our family was able to spend the holidays together, a priceless gift. This past year has been a whirlwind, and we are grateful for all of your support. Even as we celebrate this season, and as our family celebrates today, we must not forget that our work is not done. There are Americans still wrongly detained in countries around the world, including Paul and Evan in Russia and several Americans held in Venezuela. As you gather with loved ones and take part in your family's traditions, please tell them how much you love them, and also, please take a moment to think about and share a story, send a letter, or call a representative about one of the many Americans being held away from their families this holiday season. Wishing you and your family a joyous holiday together." Griner has championed the return of other Americans detained in foreign countries ever since her release on this day last year. And to tell her own story even further, the 6'7" nine-time All-Star has partnered with ESPN and Disney Entertainment to release a documentary feature and scripted series on it. U.S. President Joe Biden commented on her release when it happened last year, as she was considered a high-profile detainee due to her American celebrity status. Fears also grew about how Griner's treatment would be skewed as a woman, minority, and member of the LGBTQ community. "She's safe, she's on a plane, she's on her way home," Biden said at the White House on December 8, 2022. After months of being unjustly detained in Russia, held under intolerable circumstances, Brittney will soon be back in the arms of her loved ones, and she should have been there all along, Biden continued. "This is a day we've worked toward for a long time. We never stopped pushing for her release."